Woke and Ready TV, like this video, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell for notifications so you'll be notified every time I drop some content. Let's get right into it, man. Listen, I wasn't going to speak on this topic, but everywhere I turn, I just keep seeing this RB and Johnny Mac situation. You know what I mean? Yeah, RB, he clutched on it. And, you know, I don't know none of these guys, so I ain't got no reason to be biased or nothing like that. You know what I mean? But I am a Philly native, and this is my channel, so I'm gonna give my opinion on the whole situation because I have been following the situation. I know, from what I know, Oschino and Johnny Mac, they had a fallout, whatever, and it was a Philly rapper. I can't remember his name. He had a situation. He wanted Johnny Mac to post a situation, a song or something like that, and it had Oschino on there. So Johnny Mac was like, "Nah, give me something else. I ain't playing dude on my platform." Okay, let me just stop it right there. I think that was kind of corny. I just think that was corny. You know what I mean? Um, dude, he had a song that forget about Oschino. Forget about Oschino for a minute. Just think about the young dude, the dude that's trying to come up in Philly. You know what I'm saying? He got a record with Oschino. Oschino is somebody in Philly. You know what I mean? Just on the strength that he got this song, that might be the only feature he had. And for you to tell him no, you know what I mean? Because you got a problem with this man, it's kind of like, you know what I mean? To me, it's girly. I'm gonna just keep it. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. I'm not gonna stop that man's shine because of a personal situation that I got with this person, this artist or whatever. I'm just not going to do that. That's just me. You know what I mean? Because I'm looking at the big picture. Like, I know who I am. I know what my platform does, and I know I can help this young man. You know what I'm saying? I know that if he give me another song that is not probably going to do as good it would do than a song with Oschino. You know what I'm saying? I handle that shit with Oschino later. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna be a thorough nigga. All right, you pay me for a service. I'm gonna do that. Boom. Bottom line. I just thought that was girly. That's like hating. You know what I mean? That's hating. It's kind of indirect hating on a young boy because you stopping his shine. Like that's that gatekeeping shit. I don't like that. Anybody that watch my channel, follow my channel, know I don't like that gatekeeping shit. And I don't give a fuck who it is. I call them out. I done called out Gilly. I done called out a lot of motherfuckers that on that gatekeeping shit. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So that was that. All right, him and Oschino back and forth, back and forth. So RB on and Mr. Marcus, I believe, because I watch this shit. Shout out to them dudes, man. I like their podcast. You know what I mean? They had Johnny Mac come on the platform, and Johnny Mac was just in his bag. I guess he felt like niggas was taking Oschino's side. But if you know their platform, they all about holding people accountable for shit. They did it with Santos. I just see them with Quilly, you know what I mean? They hold motherfuckers accountable for the shit they do. Like, you know what I mean? It's called Keep It 100 Podcast. So why the fuck did you get all emotional and want to end the interview? A lot of people saying it's drugs and shit like that. I don't know. I don't know what the guy do in his spare time or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But if that's the case, you do have to be held accountable and check yourself. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, if they got you acting like that on camera, to the point when you put up a post saying, I'm done with this shit, bro, that's what niggas know you for. That's what you love to do. Now, if you would have said, yo, I was wrong, I apologize, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take some time off and self-reflect to get me together, you know what I'm saying? All right, respect. But for all that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just quitting. Nah, bro. That's two strikes that made me like, damn, he's just fucking up. You know what I'm saying? That was actually the third strike. The second strike was actually the interview when he came and jumped in RB world before RB clutched on him. You don't never stand over a man, you know what I'm saying, talking about what you say, and then you allow that man to get up. Me personally, if you're gonna stand over the nigga, you might as well crash out. You right then and there, you know what I mean? You probably got hit the fuck up. No, I ain't condoning no violence, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to take it there because I don't want to see nobody getting hurt. I'm glad nobody didn't get hurt. And I'm glad RB handled the situation the way he handled it. Because I probably would have handled it the same way. Like, a nigga like me, I would have stood up because, you know what I mean? My mom always told me, nigga, don't never let a nigga stand up over top. I remember one time my cousin did that shit to me, you know what I mean? He tried to stand up over top of me. I was getting up, you know what I'm saying? The same way RB was getting up. And this is my blood cousin. And my mom was like, boy, she got mad. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that shit, like, made me feel the type way. Like, mom, like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? But this, you know, from then, like, yeah, I mean, I already knew before then, like, you don't just let a nigga stand over top of you, you know what I'm saying? But if a nigga gonna stand over top of you, you know what I mean, that nigga need to go all the way in because when a nigga stand up, you don't know what a nigga might do to you, you know what I'm saying? I just think that was a little crazy, you know what I'm saying? I don't respect that, you know what I'm saying? Plus, one time, my man, rest in peace, I don't want to say his name, one of my mans, man, let a nigga stand over top of him one time, right? And we looking, we like, yo, don't let this. We was all not squad. You know what I mean? The other nigga was kind of an outsider, but he was there. He was cool with us. You know what I mean? We looking at this nigga like, nigga, you letting this nigga stand over top of you, and boy did him dirty with a boop, pop, pop. But that's what he was supposed to do. You done already stood up over top of a nigga. You know what I mean? So you let that nigga stand up, then clutch on you. Like, nigga, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Strike three. Should have just crashed out. And again, I ain't condoning no violence, but you know what I'm saying? You got, once you go in, put one foot in, you got to go all the way in, like double dutch. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's just my take on the whole situation. And if Johnny Mac was to see this, I don't know you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I think you do need to do some self accountability. You know what I mean? Hold yourself accountable for some shit. Apologize for some shit. It takes a big man to apologize, bro, to admit when you're wrong. And if everybody's saying the same shit, bro, sometimes you got to look at yourself. You know what I mean? And don't give up on your platform. You got a dope platform. You know what I'm saying? These niggas on their joint clowning you. You know what I'm saying? You got to get back, come back. You can't be no weakling. Nigga, we in Philly, nigga. You got to stand 10 toes down, man. You got to get the ground beneath your feet, partner. Get the wind behind your back and go out ablaze if you got to. Otherwise, you ain't shit. You don't never give up. My channel don't even do that many numbers. You think I'm giving up? I know YouTube holding my motherfucking numbers down, and I come with some great content. You think I'm giving up? Fuck that. And fuck these niggas. Fuck these gatekeepers. Nigga, like my man Skinny Pop said, nigga, we fence hoppers. You know what I mean? We hop fences. You know what I mean? Look, just like motherfucking Santos said, nigga, motherfucker, we gate breakers, nigga. Fuck the gatekeepers, nigga. If you feel like everybody was coming against you, you know what I'm saying? It's no problem with walking off a motherfucking podcast. You know what I mean? But there's ways to go about it. Should have been like, all right, I see what this is. I'ma just let y'all do y'all. Y'all have a nice day. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But to come with that tweet, not the tweet, the the Instagram post, whatever it was, I ain't doing this no more. Oh man, come on, bro, don't do that. You know why? Now you cheating the culture. Now you cheating the rest of the culture because a lot of people love your shit, bro. Don't do that. And I'm talking to you, brother to brother. Don't do that. Fuck what niggas saying about you. You know what you gotta do? Get money, nigga. Get money. Style on these niggas, man. Get your paper up. Don't never let a motherfucker feel like make you feel like you less than them. That go for Oschino, the nigga RB, all them niggas. I don't give a fuck who they is. Don't never let these motherfuckers feel like they better than you. You know what I mean? They can pop their shit, pop your shit. You know what I mean? They gonna clown you about the pimples and all that. I don't know what to do you about that situation. You know what I'm saying? Get some motherfucking cocoa butter your shit up. You know what I'm saying? Get you a couple dollars, get you a nice lay. Every time you on the motherfucking camera and style on these niggas, man. For real. We in Philly, man. You know what I mean? That's all I gotta say, man. Just hold yourself accountable. And that go for anybody watching this shit, man. If you do bad, you did bad. And motherfuckers gonna call you out on that shit. That's all I'm saying. But shout out to all them dudes, man. And as far as the RB situation, like I said, I probably would have did the same thing. I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have busted him. Yeah, I probably would have busted him. Probably got booked. This is on camera, but like I ain't too fine with a motherfucker standing on top of me talking shit or getting too close to me like they about to do something. I'm just a fast reactor. I react fast to situations. So, you know what I'm saying? I respect RB. He's a better motherfucker than me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just say that. Because it wouldn't have been no time. That shit would have been ugly. You know what I mean? But I do respect him. For real. Because I feel like if a motherfucker can handle a situation better than I can handle it without it getting violent like that, I got to tilt my head off to that shit. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to see no bloodshed, and especially amongst brothers in Philly, man. I don't want that shit, especially if it's a situation like this, words and shit can get resolved like that. You know what I mean? And it goes back to what I said to in the beginning. If Johnny Mac would have just played that bullshit, maybe Oschino and him could have resolved their differences down the line. You know what I mean? But it made me think that Johnny Mac got some deep hatred for that man. You know what I mean? Something that we don't really know about. And for him to be like, no, fuck that. I ain't playing that shit. Give me another song. I don't know. That's just me. That's just my thoughts. What's your thoughts? What's your opinion, man? This is Woke and Ready TV. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. Peace and love.